Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, I am Ava, um, Ava Carlson, Ava Sunnyside, but mostly just Ava. Um, I wanted to thank you all for coming back for another video. I really do love making these videos, and I'm awful at making sure that I record content for these videos. Oftentimes, I'll just record something because I like the way it looks and then forget, oh, you can actually put that in a video. So, anyways, all of the videos that I've collected over the past couple of months are kind of scattered and they're not necessarily in an order where it would make an understandable video. So I kind of thought I would do something different and just kind of talk to you guys about, what's going on with me and how I'm feeling lately. Just a couple days ago, I had come across my very first YouTube channel, and this was about almost 4 years ago. And there was a video that I came across, and it was Get Ready with Me while I talk about my mental health. This quarantine, like in April, May, all those months were really hard for me because um, I struggle a lot with people not talking to me and when I need it the most, because when I'm struggling, I don't like to tell people that I am. I like to hide my feelings and not let people know and expect them to know, but how will they know if I don't tell them? Um, and that's really difficult to tell because I like people to know me as the happy girl, quote unquote. And so I was about 14 years old, something like that, and it not necessarily surprises me, but it kind of blows me away how mature I was for the age that I was, because I was talking about like all of these complex emotions that I was feeling and then giving like amazing advice. It was funny because I almost learned how to better myself through my past self. It's funny how learning works that way because there's so many people around you that you can learn from, but also you can learn from your past self in general. Anyways, quick coffee break. I started a job at a coffee shop, and it kind of feels like a full circle moment for me because when I was about 15 years old, I actually applied to this coffee shop, and then I ended up getting a job at a clothing store and amongst other jobs, but this place kind of became my safe place. I mean, the whole motto of the coffee shop is home away from home, and that's absolutely what it was for me. What it is for me. And so to get a job there is kind of special, and it means a lot to me because not all the times you want to be home and you want to be in the same environment, and so to be able to get away and go somewhere where you feel safe and you can journal or you can read or you can talk to friends, like that's kind of what that place is for me. It is for a lot of people. So to get a job there is really exciting. So I am in a constant learning process right now. And it's really, really scary. And no one really necessarily told me how that is going to play out. And I knew that, like, after you get out of high school, like, a lot of things are going to change because change is inevitable. When a chapter of your life ends, you're bound to break the pattern that you had before. But I didn't really wrap my head around how many things would actually change. Like, obviously, I knew there would be change, but I didn't know how much. And because school, like, that time of school is just rolling around, or I guess just, resurfacing, whatever you would say, I'm feeling a lot of emotions at once. I'm feeling a lot of loneliness kind of, and it's weird because I'm a really independent person. Like, loneliness isn't something that I really find scary. I oftentimes prefer hanging out with myself and doing things by myself because I've learned how to be so independent from the start. I, plan my own schedule. I do what works for me. I go out and eat with myself. I, go thrifting. I go shopping. Like, I do a lot of things by myself. Like, there's this one restaurant in town that I'm always going to by myself, and I've become a regular there, and they know my order and they know that I get a side of sour cream every single time. I think it's really interesting to, I guess, just pay attention to what's changing, but also some things aren't going to change, right? I'm still going to be the same person that I am, but just constantly growing and learning from the experiences that I've been having or the experiences that I have had. But also because the same people that have been in my life for the past couple of years may not be in the next chapters, or I may not have the same communities that I have before. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts about building communities and building connections because of that sense of loneliness that I've been feeling. And I almost wanted to break this pattern of not feeling welcome, I guess I should say.
Workbook from her course, and it says, when we say to know where you belong, we mean to know your purpose, not just your purpose, but your purpose in relation to all other beings' purposes, to know how you fit within the whole landscape of purposes. It is called relational purpose. That is something we have forgotten, not just what is my purpose, but what is my purpose in relation to every other purpose. That is what we mean when we say to know where you belong.
I will have moments where I convince myself that there's no one to talk to and there's no one that wants to listen to me. But at the end of the day, most of the people that surround your company want what's best for you. And maybe they may not give the exact advice that you're looking for. And sometimes that happens to me where it's like I have this set thing that I want someone to say to me. And then I go to someone for help or for advice, and then they kind of say something different. And then that kind of just solidifies, I guess, the feeling that I don't have anybody and that they don't care. But it's not necessarily that they don't care, it's just that they show advice and care in a different way than you expect. And so understanding that is so important. But I've been talking with my therapist a lot about, feeling lonely and not having a community that I can go to. And she kind of told me, well, Ava, you kind of have to make your own community and you have to make your own company. And so for a while, I've been doing this thing called dating yourself, where I go out and, like I said prior, go out to eat by myself, go to places by myself. Sometimes I'll go a couple towns over and go to little thrift shops or do whatever the little things that make me happy. And it really has benefited not only my confidence within the company of myself, but also just my overall well-being. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a little bit of what I wanted to talk about is sometimes the people that feel like they got it together don't necessarily have it together yet. Um, because all of this change really is kind of hitting me like a bus because I didn't realize how many things would change and how much dependence I actually have to put into myself. When you're at school, company is guaranteed, But when you are planning your own schedule and now your day to day is like completely given to you have to take the initiative to reach out to people or, figure out who is worth your time. And people are busy, and that's what's so hard is like I'm someone that thrives on human connection. And so when people are busy, I just kind of internalize that, oh, they don't want to hang out with me, or I don't have anyone that wants to, listen to me. But it's not that. It's the fact that, yeah, things are changing and things aren't always going to be the same all the time. Maybe a couple of months ago, you may have hung out with someone every single day, maybe because your time aligned better then. Just kind of accepting the change and not being scared of it. And that is so important to learn because people hate change, okay? And that's obvious because people are comfortable in their safety bubble. That's why people never venture out and go to places or go travel or cut their hair or do whatever, do any slight change because they've made that as their comfort blanket. And that's kind of what I want to learn, not to be afraid of change necessarily, but to embrace it. And it's so hard, and it's something that's probably going to take me years. But with this new chapter of my life, I have to learn what is necessary and what isn't. Is stressing about something that is out of my control, is that necessary and is that worth your time? No. Practicing good methods and good habits and keeping good company and not being scared of change. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But also not holding on to the past. With change comes letting go of the past and letting go of the things that do not benefit you anymore. That's kind of what's been on my mind, what I've been researching about, what I've been listening about, what I've been, asking questions about. Like, to benefit yourself is to ask questions and to put yourself in learning opportunities and learning environments and keeping good people around you that uplift your spirits. And if you don't have the people that, are uplifting you all the time, find that within yourself. Explore what your habits are and what you actually like. And that's how, you can blossom as a human and truly find what your purpose is in life. So, yeah, that really is kind of it. Um I hope you guys like this style of, kind of a podcasty video. It's definitely interesting, and I have a mind that goes like this all the time. So I have a million things to say and a million, opinions and ideas about certain things and certain topics. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming back and joining me. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel right down below, avasunnyside, and follow me on Instagram, avasunnyside. I love you all so much. Please take care of yourself and don't be afraid to figure out who you are and embrace the change and do whatever you have to do to love yourself and to love this beautiful life that we only get one of. So, much love and take care and peace.